What's up everybody, welcome back to Double T Gaming. Hope everyone is having a great day today. And if you're watching this around when it's uploaded, we are now less than 24 hours away from the launch of Ascension's Warcraft Reborn server, Bronzebeard. So I want to make a quick video just talking about how I personally am prepping for Bronzebeard, along with my plans for the server and content of the channel in general going forward for the time being, as well as opening up to you guys in the comments as to how you were all prepping for launch, if at all. But first, if you are hyped for Bronzebeard or just a fan of Classic Plus in general, hit that like button and sub to the channel. I try to cover all Classic Plus servers and bring you news regarding updates or anything major in the works for Turtle, Epoch, and Bronzebeard, and also potentially anything Blizzard might have in the mix. But anyway, I've said this before on my past videos covering Bronzebeard, and I will say real quick, there is a very strong community with Ascension. It's a very tight-knit group. But of course, the most controversial point to this server is going to be the cash shop. And I think rightfully so, as it brings up the debate of pay to win versus pay for convenience and all that fun stuff. I made an entire video on this topic a week or two ago where I shared my thoughts, but TLDR of that, there are some items in the shop that I'm not the biggest fan of. Mainly the maxing out in a profession one. Actually, thinking about it now, I think that's the one item I actually just flat out don't like at all. But again, that is just my opinion, and despite the shop, it's not going to sway me from playing on Bronzebeard. I think there are just way too many pros to this server when it comes to flex rating in vanilla or Worldforged and immersive item drops and things like that to have me completely knock the server without at least trying it first. Of the classic servers we have available, yes, Bronzebeard is probably the most Blizzard retail-y type feel version of them. But between Turtle, Bronzebeard, and what's left of Epoch, as right now Epoch's in a weird state, Bronzebeard is definitely the one that values you, the players, times the most, and offers you some opportunities to skip some long grinds if you don't have the time you used to put into WoW, but still want to play a fresh version of vanilla. Now don't quote me on this, but I saw someone on Discord saying that leveling on Bronzebeard will be probably about 10% faster than leveling it was vanilla, so it will still be a journey to get to level 60. And none of these items in the shop are going to be available on launch at all, outside of the bundle items you can get that still don't offer any type of hard experience boost. Pretty much everything is locked until you hit level 60 on your own, so at least for that first wave of levelers, no one's going to have any hard XP boost going. But anyway, that's my spiel about it. Play Bronzebeard, it's free, just basically don't judge a book by its cover. And if you haven't already, go ahead and just open up your Ascension launcher and download the latest patch. They had an announcement on Discord that this is like the big download needed prior to Bronzebeard going live. It's roughly 20 gigs or so it's a pretty decent size. But if you don't want to be stuck on launch day with your game updating as the server's going up, go ahead and get that out of the way now if you have not already. And there are also name reservations available in the shop you can purchase if you want to go ahead and get a cool name reserved. This is for sale for 30 donation points, which is $10 US. Also, most of the systems that are on Bronzebeard are carried over from Elune and Area 52, so if you want to familiarize yourself with the enchantment system or anything else like that, you can try out those realms today just to get the vibe of it. It's really easy to level and make gold on those servers, so you'll be able to level up quick and look at something new. But anyway, what are my plans for Bronzebeard exactly? Well, for starters, I'll definitely be streaming launch. I'll be going live about 30 minutes prior to the servers going up. Launch being for me specifically 10 AM Eastern, and the Discord has your own time zone automatically posted. If you don't know what time it's actually going up, go check out the post. But I will definitely be live for that. And I basically want to be live for my entire leveling journey. So I play tomorrow probably for about 6 hours, then I usually spend the late afternoons going into the nights with my family and hang out with my toddler. But then I think tomorrow night I'll be back on for a couple hours at about 8 PM Eastern. The weekends aren't the best time for me, as again, I usually spend that time with the family, and honestly, my son tries to type on the keyboard or grab the Xbox controller whenever I do try to game around him, so I don't even attempt to game around him when he's awake. So you'll probably see me less over the weekend, save maybe weekend nights when I try to hop on. But then come Monday morning, I'll be on throughout the day and throughout the day during the week as well. I don't really have a set schedule. I really only play when I'm able to, but even if I'm only live for an hour or so, I'd still like to be live to chat and to see how everyone else's journey is doing. I've also had a lot of questions about making a guild on the server. I'm not sure if we have enough juice for that at all, but we certainly can still try to do it. And as always in WoW, my endgame goal is raiding and gearing up. I always like progression raiding, and the benefit of flex raiding is that we don't even need too many people to join in. We can get 10 people and still dive into Molten Core. And real quick thing, I'm not sure of the raid release schedule at all for Bronzebeard. If anybody has a firm release dates on anything, or if all the raids are going to be available at once, please let me know. I'm asking on Bronzebeard, I'm asking in the Discord. Nobody's giving me a straight answer, so please let me know how the raid schedule looks like. But anyway, even if we aren't in the guild, we can still definitely put some smaller groups and raids together for sure. And the lockout system in Bronzebeard is great as well, as it's closer to what retail is, as people are saved to the boss rather than the instance ID itself, so it gives us even more flexibility. But again, yeah, if there's enough interest in the guild and we can get it together, we can maybe come up with a guild name on stream tomorrow and get it made and invite everyone that we can, open invitations, and eventually throw together a Discord and all that good good stuff, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. Now, what class am I playing? I have no idea yet. The class system on Bronzebeard is based off of Wrath of the Lich King, but then they have the Mystic Enchantment feature, which adds another level to it all. I think I'm really leaning towards a Paladin just because I've always liked Paladins in WoW, especially Prot Paladins from TBC onwards, and they didn't have as many mana issues in Wrath as they did in TBC. Now, will that translate over to Bronzebeard Classic? I have no idea, but the Mystic Enchantments for the Paladin itself also seem really great. I mean, there's literally a legendary enchant that basically seal twists for you, and a bubble type talent that also generates threat for tanking. And with Crusader Strike being a level 1, it makes it even more appealing. In terms of other aspects of Bronzebeard and Ascension, I really haven't tried to spoil myself too much at all. I don't know where any of the Worldforged items are other than ones I found at the starting zone on Alpha and when we explored Blackrock Mountain on the stress test. I don't know where any of the epic or higher rarity mystic enchantments are. I'm trying to go in as fresh as possible with this experience because I think that will make the experience itself a lot more appealing to me if it feels like I'm playing vanilla again. Which I know it's impossible to capture that feeling of playing WoW for the first time back actually in vanilla when I started, but being able to go into that same type of Azeroth just with new areas or items to explore is gonna be a lot of fun. But anyway, that's just kind of where I'm at. I know I didn't really accomplish anything at all with this video other than just letting you guys know where my mind is at. So to sum it all up, play on Bronzebeard. Don't worry about the shop in the beginning, everyone's on the same level. Go ahead and get your client updated, explore other Ascension realms to start understanding the vibe of the game. Name reservations are open if you want to buy one. I will be live on launch day and then sporadically over the weekend and throughout the week next week. I might try to put together a firm schedule as soon as I run it by the missus. But hit that notification bell if you want to hang out and chat while leveling together on launch or throughout the week. And I do want to group and level with as many people as I can for dungeons and such, so if you do hop in the stream, you can see where I'm at level wise and see if we're ready to do dead mines or something like that. In terms of actual channel content, like my normal amount of videos, I'm not sure what I'll be doing other than cutting together some stream highlights updating the journey. I usually try to cover news and other random discussion topics, which I'll still try to do, but unless there is any major movement on the maybe Turtle WoW lawsuit or major Epoch announcements, I think I'll just be pumping out some streams next week. Again, no idea about a guild yet, but if we have enough folks that actually want to hit 60 together, then we can for sure put one together. And I think I will be rolling that human paladin, so you know, God help me in the human starting zone. But anyway, 24 hours until Bronzebeard launched. Get hype. I'm hype. I hope to see everyone there. Expect the lag and crashing and absolute zero ability to level for the first day, but that is expected. The launch days of servers are always so much fun to experience, and we have been spoiled here in the last couple of months. But don't forget to hit that like button, sub to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you see when we are live tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. This is Double T Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next video.